We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Falcons and the 51s. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Michael Reed will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Digging in, Brent Means. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off for the Sandrock, the left fielder, Brent Means.
Here's the first pitch to him. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game, fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Beard is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Steve Rice.
Now to the plate, Steve Rice. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mason Kane, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sean Bird is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
And there's 1 gone to start the night. Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Kane has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Into the box now, Bruce Lacey. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. And that misses, ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the power hitting catcher, John O'Neill.
John O'Neill.
Here comes the first pitch. O'Neill, a native Texan. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Reed, a 6'4" lefty. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a 2-seamer, and a changeup. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally, they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
To first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. He's able to find the knockout there.
Digging in, Kevin Root. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right. Barnes moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping into the box, Rodney Myers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Jason Cantrell, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. Cantrell has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And a good throw gets him one down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Quintero.
Now at the plate, Felix Quintero, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch. Ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The right fielder, Chad Barnes.
Stepping in, Chad Barnes. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one. 2-0.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A strike, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Now here it comes. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Oh, the good curveball there, and it's 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Brian Greer.
Stepping in, Brian Greer, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's ready now. The pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. set to get his evening at the plate started, Bo Sanders. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Grounded back up the middle, scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now batting, Pat Sample. First pitch coming, here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Joel Sloan.
So coming to the plate, Joel Sloan. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Third inning, no score to this point. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Now in the box, Sean Bender, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Bender.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. This one's down to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Sean Bird. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Now batting, center fielder.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And digging in is the outfielder, Brian Beard. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Bird, base runner at first with one out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Flash is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The first baseman, number 33, Joel Morgan.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Joel Morgan. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is fouled at the plate. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Riding in once again, Brent Means. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. Rounded down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now the pitch. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Steve Rice.
Now at the plate, Steve Rice. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Bruce Lacey.
The third baseman, Bruce Lacey.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jason Cantrell, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now to the plate, Felix Quintero, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder,
At the plate, Chad Barnes, runner in scoring position with Cervino. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. Too tight with that one, 3-0. No score at this point, but a two-out hit could get a runner in from third. A high fastball is in there. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. This is line to left. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're one pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Stepping in now, Sean Bender, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Means is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Digging in, John O'Neill. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The windup and a 1-0 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
I think that base hit surprised him more than anything. He's gotten so used to setting guys down at 9 in a row at that point that he just assumed he'd get him too.
Into the box, Kevin Root, as he puts it on the ground to third. To second for one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rodney.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Rodney Mize. First delivery to him on the way. Slow little roller to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Sean Bird.
The second baseman, Sean Bird.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
All even now, 2-2. he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
The batter, the center fielder, Brian Beard.
Ready once again, Brian Beard. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now back, first baseman, Joel Morgan.
So striding in, Joel Morgan. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. Means will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Bo Sanders. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
At the plate, Sample as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Number 5.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice swing.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Joel Sloan, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
This pitch is popped up. Greer has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now back, left fielder.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Brent Means. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Now back.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. At the plate now, Bart Flash, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Set with the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Hit in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. The relay throw on to first, a double play. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Nashville is on top here, 2-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Bruce Lacey.
The third baseman.
In there, and it's 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jason Cantrell.
Ready now, Jason Cantrell will swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
To the plate now, Felix Quintero, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Runners off for second. In there, now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Nettie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Chad Barnes stands in as he looks at a called strike. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
The 1-2.
That's Bolton.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at that, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Brian Greer.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Greer. First pitch on its way.
Ball that side.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
2-2.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. Nashville is on top 3-1. stepping up to the plate, Steve Rice. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Barnes has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher, John O'Neill.
Striding in, John O'Neill, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And right into the shift. Reined in. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Root. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Hit back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Coming to the plate now, Rodney Myers. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Digging in now, Sean Bender. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Sample is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Now back, second baseman, John Bird.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Sean Bird. First offering on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Strike called. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And a reach, but he can't get there as it falls. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning, so he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Hey, D-Roll, that's That's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. It takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Means will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now back, the third baseman, Bruce Lacey.
Into the box now, Bruce Lacey. First delivery to him on the way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Nashville leads this one 4-1. Standing in, Bo Sanders. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The third baseman, Bo.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here's the pitch.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Line drive to center field, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit. Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Chad Hardy is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Chad Hardy.
In now, Pat Sample, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And a foul pop behind the plate. Greer is there, 1 down.
The batter, number 5. Designated
4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starters. Striding forward now is the DH. Joel Sloan. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
0-1 the count. From the stretch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he struck him out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, Brent Means, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jason Cantrell.
Jason Cantrell.
Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Nope, outside.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. This is pulled into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Now back, the designated hitter,
Into the box, Felix Quintero, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Line to the right side. Well, this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Chad Barnes. Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after getting 1 out here in the 8th, but he's in line to take the loss, barring a late turnaround.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1 on the first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. David Roberts comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Leading off the inning, Bart Flash, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
From the stretch. And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the ninth. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now back, the first baseman, Steve Rice.
At the plate, Steve Rice. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 4-2 game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Taylor Battle will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 24, Taylor Battle.
Into the box now, John O'Neill, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Whoa, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. At the plate, Kevin Root. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Got to sit. Middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Jeffrey Bellamy will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
McAlpin takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Now back, second base.
To the plate now, Rodney Miles. Popped him up. Lacey takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The third baseman.
So digging in now, Bo Sanders. He's set. Here it comes. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Hey, that's a perfect job of execution right there, taking everything into account. I think he caught them off guard right there, laying that bunt down, and now he sets up as the possible go-ahead run.
Pat Sample stands in as he looks at ball one here. Ready with the 1-0. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now. Next will be the designated hitter, Joel Sloan. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
0-1.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Popped him up. Morgan is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ellis Means will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot.
Number 34, Ellis Means. Now at shortstop, number 13, Jeffrey Bellamy. Now at first base, number 24, Taylor Battle.
At the plate, Brian Greer.
The catcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Sean Bender. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2.
Second baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Sean Bird. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order.
Leading off for the Falcons, the left fielder, Brent Lee.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Beard is right there, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 8, Bart Flash.
Settling in now, Bart Flash. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Beard is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Standing in, Taylor Battle. He's set and the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 count, the pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. So one will win it here. Into the box.
Leading off for the 51, the center fielder,
Cedric Morrow comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
number 33.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Joel Morgan comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Inside, ball 1.
And he lays off for ball 1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Bellamy over to his left. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Bruce Lacey. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him, get down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out in the inning into an infield single.
2-1 now. The set and the 2-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. So here's the cleanup hitter, John O'Neill. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
O'Neill.
Pitch on the way. In there, strike 1. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Scooped up. And quickly, there's 1 down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping up now, Jeffrey Bellamy. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the pitcher, in fact, will just take a bite out of this one, an infield single.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rodney Miles.
So now to the plate, Rodney Miles. Now a bunt attempt here. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
On to first, and it's another double play. The 4th they've hit into tonight. My word. And that one ends the inning. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we...
Leading off for Nashville. The designated
Darren
hitter,
Stevens takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
now pitching. Darren Stevens.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one runs up high. Ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Fouled off. A 1-1. He's looked at for ball number 2. And he lays off again, ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And another foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Stephen Wong will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Wong.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Comes into this one at 271. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. One 0 count. Here it is. Wong stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes again. 1-2. High in the air out to center field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher Brian Greer.
So striding forward now, Brian Greer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over. Stephen Wong stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Stephen Wong.
Striding into the box, Bo Sanders. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Bo Sanders.
First offering on its way. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Now the 2-1. Line to the right side. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. In now, Ellis Means. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Throw over to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 0-1.
0-1.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Number 91 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. In now, Joel Sloan. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch.
I don't know if he needs a few more warm-up pitches or he's just announcing his presence with authority. Either way, watch your face.
The 1-0. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Go-ahead run to third there after the bunt. Sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs, but they do have a lot of ways now to take the lead.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Brent Means, and he could very well get the intentional pass here as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. 4-1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Second and third here, one man out. To 2-2 now.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So stepping in, Bart Flash, he flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me the same at-bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Flash is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise. Hey, last two pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Bender has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they will not risk it. So with 2 away now, that go-ahead run is forced to hold tight at third base. So a big moment in the ball game here. Taylor Battle as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
1-0. Here it is.
Ball, that's in.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
And he fouls this one off. The set and the 2-1. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Here's the 2-2.
We got 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John O'Neill. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Will be a base hit into center field. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D'Lo. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Jeffrey Bellamy is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Lays off 2-2 now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The 2-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and 2 men left on base. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can rally their troops. Bottom of the 12th inning coming up. The Sandlot leads it 7-4. Cletus Jones enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. Leading off the inning, Sean Bender, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box, Sean Bird, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are two down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's the first pitch to him. Brian Beard is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0. Now the pitch.
Ball two.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. Here it comes. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And this is a strike three called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Falcons used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Darren Stevens gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Cletus Jones closes the door for the save.